Hello everyone and welcome back to more Mystic Destinies! Yeah, we are back for more Takumi route, well sort of, because in the last episode we actually did finish his route and I ended up with his passionate end. So the conclusion of his route was like, basically how, what's it called, I don't know, he was in the midst of turning into a vampire, but then he didn't. He only was there enough to like really overpower Azucena, and then until we convinced him not to kill her, but then Yasuhiro shot her anyways, but she didn't die, it's alright. And then he kind of passed out from the transformation process of going through as a vampire, and people are like, oh my god, he's either gonna, end up dying, or he's either gonna turn into a vampire, and we're like, no, oh my god, what are we gonna do? And there was a cut. We thought he did. We thought he hella did, but no, it turns out he was just in a comatose or stasis state in the hospital, but then suddenly he wakes up, but he's still human. Hana did something, I don't know exactly what, but I think it was like, I don't know, maybe she gave half his soul to him? I don't know, that's what I was speculating, but anyways, regardless, he's human, he turned back human, and then yeah, we had a happily ever after because we finally confessed to each other after so long. Okay, anyway, so we are back here to do his mystic and his dark end, which I didn't get, as well as his remaining bad end, because looking at the guide now, I feel like I was right. I got like 2 of the 3 bad endings that you can get in Takumi's route. So there's only these 1, which I guess it's okay. At least I didn't end up getting all 3, which would have been really bad. But anyways, yeah. So how I'm gonna do it is like when every other time I've done it, for the past 3 guys. Sorry, I was gonna burp, but I didn't. Okay, anyways, so, yes, so I'm just gonna do it as a speed run as per usual. I'm gonna skip on all the answers that I've already done and only really go to the ones that just change. And when I do, I'll stop, and then I'll stop from the skip, and I'll fill you in kind of briefly what's currently the timeline that we're in, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do the answer, and then we'll just go through the different answer, and then we'll just skip on ahead until we finally make it to the ending and see what the mystic and the dark end will be like. So yeah, so let's get, oh no, I didn't want that. Let's get right to it then. Okay, we are currently in chapter 4, so this is right after where were we? I think it's after I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Right after we were, I think, checking out the cottage. Yeah, the cottage that Hana was taken by Shizuka before she was forced into the ritual to do some investigation. That's where we first met Azucena, and we made our quick getaway. And now we're back. So here we're totally exhausted, and Takumi's just trying to tease us and was saying how like, what's it called? We were staring at him because we witnessed some things that we weren't used to seeing Takumi doing. So we were just like, oh my god, like he's really changed, blah blah blah, and we're just kind of lamenting on that fact. And then Takumi kind of like saw us and was like, hey, like, do you want to join me on the couch or not? And last time we said hell yeah, because I like to make him blush. It's really cute. But this time the guy says it's about something else. Well, I was just wondering, is it about what I did earlier? Oh, maybe. I give a little nod, rubbing my arm. Yeah. I just did what I had to do to protect you, Yes. Feeling ashamed in a small voice, I say, I know. Okay, is that it? So yeah, as I turn around, I can't forget how hurt Takumi looked. I have to wonder what I did to deserve such a good friend. For now. Yeah, but isn't it possible that Takumi really does want more? Okay, knowing that I can't focus on anything else right now, I shove the thought out of my head. Is that it? Okay, can we skip on ahead? Oh no, it's still going. We're still going. If it comes up, I'll deal with it then. Okay, so this is just her, just like, okay. With those gloomy thoughts for company, I head to my room to sleep. Okay, there we go. Now we can skip on ahead. Okay, so we are in chapter 7, where we first we fell out of the building after snooping about to get Yasuhiro's restricted files, and then we were going to go visit his old partner, which is Jinsel here, to ask him more about stuff that we found out about the files that we found. Okay, so anyways, so here we are. They're just like sizing each other up, and they're doing some sort of hyper masculine thing going on. I don't even know what the hell. So yeah, we're like, okay, so do we ourselves ask certain questions to Jinso, or do we let Takumi ask? And the guide said to say, let Takumi ask. Even though last time we said to ask about Yasuhiro's last case, because I thought that was like the most important, like relevant one, because we already kind of know sort of back history with Jinso and Yasu's partnership, so I didn't want to go into too much on it, so yeah, but anyways, let Takumi ask, because this is his case. That would have been my other option, because technically it's his case, but then I was like, you guys, what the hell are you doing? We gotta get down to business. So okay, I'll just let Taku ask. Takumi, hello? Takumi jumps in as if he'd just been waiting for the opportunity. Okay, I want to know everything about what you last worked on with Yasu. Oh, it's kind of like the same. Is it the same question that we would have asked, or I asked last time? How this happened, why you let it. Okay, Yasuhiro. Okay, Jinso looks away, and for a moment he doesn't say anything. He seems to come to a decision as he turns to look back to us. Okay. He was working on a case known as the Yoru disappearances. Yes, okay, we already know about that. So, let's see. I figured, like, I was just skimming through the guide again, and I was like, okay, yeah, like, 2 of the choices already lead to a bad ending, so, like, we're not gonna do that, because that would just be for naught. It just lead to those bad endings and not the mystic or the dark end. So, it'll prove to be a lot shorter than, like, than what we will anticipate for this episode. Is that the last of it, I think? No? Yes, I think it's the last of it, because the next 2 chapters, chapter 9 is when we let Now do the spell. We already know what would happen if we perform the spell. So yeah, and then the next other chapter 11 was when we try to bring back Yasuhiro, and then it was investigate the power that we thought was familiar or ignore it, and of course we obviously have to ignore it because that would have led to another bad ending. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna skip right on to the end, to the final chapter, and we'll go get that mystic end. Oh my gosh, this is really fast. Okay, anyways, let's go. And we're here! We are at the final chapter! Hey, okay, so yeah, that took a while, but anyways, let's go on. Let's continue where we left off, in which Takumi wakes up and he's human! And yeah, okay, so it's been a few weeks since Takumi woke up. Okay, we at the police department. It's now Christmas Day. Oh, we're making a few visits before I'm treated to a special surprise Takumi is giving me tonight. Oh, special surprise. Takumi, what's up? This surprise you're planning, yes. Are you going to ask me to marry you? Or are you going to jump naked out of a cake? And surprisingly enough, the guide does include those answers, and I have to choose one specifically. So yes, I'm going to have to say, are you going to jump naked out of a cake? Because I mean, I would have asked it too. Why? Do you want me to? I kind of want to eat the cake, because I totally would if I was going to get something for it. I hate you. Okay, so this is the other answer that we have to give, and this is, we have to do this one. Hell yeah, I want you to. Yes, I would have done the same. I feel like this is my answers. Hell yeah, I want you to. Yeah, yo. That'd be great. Never thought I'd have a chance for a guy to do that for me. It's always been on my bucket list. Well, as long as you promise me a good reward, I'll think about it in the future. Aww. Whatever the surprise really is, it makes me a bit nervous when it comes to Takumi, but I'm also really looking forward to it. Of course, we haven't really had any time to properly enjoy ourselves ever. Okay. After Takumi was released from the hospital, we had to tie up so many loose ends and get things straightened out. Yes. Takumi opens the door ahead of me and holds it open for me to walk through. Ah, what a gentleman. But at least Takumi has been nicer than ever since that day we confessed our feelings to each other at the hospital. Well, duh, I'm sure he's nice to his girlfriend, God. I head inside. Ah, I knew we were gonna see him. Jinso sits flipping through a case file, swathed in the evening light pouring in through the window. He looks so much like a proper detective. His feeling is so different from Takumi though, because Takumi looks really shady, and Jinso looks like he stepped out of an LA Noire like game. They're both detectives. They just work very differently. Yes. He looks up when he sees us and smiles as we sit down. Hey, how are you two? Great. Pretty good. Just been busy. You? Jinso puts the file down and sighs. What? Busy too, but it's better for me to be busy. Yeah, true. Crime doesn't stop when I'm on break. Yes, I hear that. When I came back and checked on my Shirogane investigations work, there were so many voicemails and emails. He's like, "Where are you? I need you to do this for me." I feel terrible about missing them. I couldn't help them. Well, oh no, stop that. I didn't want that. It's my keyboard acting up again. And who knows what happened after, right? Jinso leans back in his chair and looks at Takumi even levelly, yes. You can't help everyone, that's true. All we can do is pray that they found their own ways out of their situations. And it's not that serious. I nod in agreement. The door opens and Yasu strides in. Hello! He sits on the edge of Jinso's desk and looks at us. Hey, with an extra Y. Stop, you're ruining my mood. Oh my gosh. Glad I caught you guys before you left. Yes. Hello, sir. Yasu. I find myself smiling. It's really good to see the two brothers reunited again after all the hell we went through. Yes. Takumi had told me that the two brothers had had an emotional talk, right? Yasuhiro had explained that the Okuras had been lying to Takumi and everyone else the whole time. What do you mean lying? Takumi in turn had explained how they made everyone doubt Yasu. What? Takumi in turn had explained how they made everyone doubt Yasu and turned his reputation into something far less than sterling. Oh wow, really? Takumi still feels guilty for not trusting his brother and believing that he might have been in with the Okuras all this time. Oh yeah, that was the speculations, where like he had ties with them, but it's not the case, yes. I totally forgot about that. But Yasuhiro doesn't seem to blame him for it at all, or hold any hard feelings over it, right? I mean, like, come on. It's a lot of slandering going on, and like a shady world, so not surprised. Yasu just smiles at Takumi and nods. Actually, I'm glad you're here, Yasu. Wait, Jinso tosses the file across the desk at Yasu and he picks it up. What is it? I just got word of a trial being set next month for Del Bosque. Oh, alright. Zusina. I just had a nice talk with her. Did you now? Where is she? It's too bad I didn't know it before, or I would have informed her. Yasu looks through the files and then finally faces Takumi and me. I talked with Miss Del Bosque a few minutes ago. Okay, what'd she say? It's almost a shame. Why? She's almost nothing like the woman she used to be right now. Oh, yeah, you know, I mean, it's the hard loss that she's facing. Yet you had no qualms about turning her in for a bounty. Oh my gosh. Savage. Yasu shrugs. After being out of work for so many years, I needed the money. He's such a savage. Oh well, whatever. Would have done the same. Anyway, she finally explained everything to me. Oh yeah? About the disappearances and... Yasu looks at me. And about your mother's involvement. Oh right. We never did get straight answers for that because it was just a complete mess at the end. It's just people dying left and right and people just, you know, about to die and people just, you know, bleeding out, and it's just we couldn't get anything done. I tightened my grip on the couch arm, unconsciously digging my nails in. Takumi places a soothing hand on my shoulder. The Yoru disappearances, yes, they were Del Bosque's doing. Yeah, I figured. But why? They were her way of stopping rumors from spreading after she met with the legendary sorceress Shizuka. Okay, but why? Del Bosque was looking for a way for her lover, the leader of the Okura Mafia, Kenzo Okura, to live forever. Oh, okay, she alluded to that. Alright. Since Azucena is a demon and Kenzo a human, she probably feared him dying far before her, yes. Shizuka must have somehow gotten wind of it because she came to her with an offer. Oh, what? Ooh. I can give you what you seek. The Arum Anima, a powerful artifact that can prolong life far beyond a human's natural lifespan. All you need to do is bring me the Chronos. What the fuck is that? The Chronos is a long-lost artifact from the demon world. Okay, but what does it do? Only Azucena and her family knew the location of it. Okay, but what does it do? It was said to be imbued with chaos, and that was all that was known of it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure it must have also something to do with, as a part of, like, what's it called, Shizuka's plan of becoming immortal as well, too. I can only guess Shizuka already knew that Del Bosque knew its location. Del Bosque agreed to the trade-off, okay. But rumors spread throughout the Okura Mafia and Yoru that Del Boss would be acquiring a fearsome death magic item, and mutiny seems certain. Okay. So Del Boss can murder them all. I don't think that was a really good plan of action. Even innocent family members, just to keep them quiet. Wow. The two eventually met again. Okay. I brought the artifact you need. Do you have the Arum Anima? I do. However, I will need to examine the Chronos before I give it to you. And why should I let you do that? Trade me the Arum Anima first. She's like, nah. You came to me looking for the trade after all. I am not here to play games. You know precisely who I am and my abilities. And I know who you are and how mafias handle deals. Let me examine the Chronos first, or the deal is off. Ah, wow. Yes, what a hard woman Shizuka was. However, Del Boss's artifact had already lost its power. The chaos inside it had moved on. Oh, well that's useless to Shizuka then. So Shizuka canceled the deal and refused Del Boss the Arum Anima, saying that the Chronos now was useless. So yeah, duh. Even Azucena Del Boss could do nothing against a legendary sorceress, so she had no choice but to watch her leave. But then what? And that was the last time she saw Shizuka. Oh, okay. A silence follows Yasu's explanation as I try to process what was said. Okay. But then a question appears in my mind and I look at Yasu. Why did so many people fear the Arum Anima? Was it just superstition? Yasu shakes his head. Of course not. I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that one for certain. But I do know death magic has a terrifying connotation for supernaturals. Well, duh, yeah. I don't know what to think of it all. I don't know what to think of Shizuka at all, but she couldn't have been a good person. Nah. She was trying to do it out of love too. Did Azucena say anything about where Shizuka might be? No, I don't think so. No, I'm sorry. She doesn't know anything. I would figure. I mean, like, what more did she want from her if she wasn't going to provide the thing that she wanted, you know? I mean, sure, Azucena could have gone after her and, like, take it by force, but again, she's like, she can't, like, she's not, like, what's it called, powerful enough to do that anyway, so she suggested that if the sorceress didn't want to be found, she wouldn't be. How did she contact her in the first place, then? Doesn't she know anything? Takumi sounds as frustrated as I feel. Yeah. I believe it was the sorceress who came to her. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, didn't Shizuka find Azucena first? Sorry that I couldn't tell you more, guys. It's alright. It answers some of our questions, I guess. I shake my head and smile. No, it's alright. This is plenty, right? And you finally solved the mystery. Congratulations. Right, a 3-year-long mystery. Wow. Yasu sighs and chuckles. Yeah, thanks. The credit won't go to me since I'm not part of the SSU anymore. But my buddy Jinsel here will be able to get it, so I'm not too bitter about it, because he was part of the case, for the most part. Why aren't you working for the SSU anymore? Corruption and all. There's way too much discrimination against vampires around here. Oh no! No! That's too bad. Oh, that sucks. I don't think I could go back even if I wanted to. I see. Yeah, well, actually, no, you know what? It makes sense because the superintendent had dealings with the Okuras, which is like the vampire mafia, so it's just like, oh my god. That stigma has already been placed. Oh man. Yeah, I see. I look down at my hands. That could have been Takumi's fate if I had been too late, or if I did a single thing wrong. No matter if it's the human world or supernatural, I guess people will always find a reason to hate. Well, duh. I wish I had been able to save you too, Yasu. I whisper. Yasu laughs, a gentle light sound that makes me look up. He's like, nah, hey kiddo, don't look so down, it's not all bad. Life's changed, sure, but at least now I won't be stuck having to write a bunch of reports for any criminal I catch. I guess. Jinsel chuckles. It's perfect then. You always did complain about the price of being the top case closer. I'm not sure if he's just trying to put a brave face on, or if he really means it, but I try my best to smile back at Yasu. So what are you gonna do now then? Yeah. Well, I got so much money from taking in Azucena that I think I could start my own business. Oh, it's nice. Oh, you can partner up with Takumi, you know? Thinking about becoming a bounty hunter full time. Ooh. Ooh. I won't really need the money, but I can help the SSU and keep the streets clear of crime in my own way, yeah. Taku smiles and stands up. Sounds like a cool idea, bro. I look forward to it. He pats Yazoo on the arm. Thanks. The best thing is, Mom and Dad got the credit for the superintendent corruption case. It looks like they'll be promoted soon. Nice! So that's concluded as well. Seriously? That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I stand up too. And good luck with what you want to do, Yazoo, right? Thanks again to both of you. Just doing my job. Yes, but it was a pleasure to work with you all. Hey, if you guys keep doing the investigation thing, maybe we'll be able to work together sometime, right? Even though I gotta say, it almost gives me a heart attack thinking about my baby bro out there fighting and doing stupid shit. All your dumbass ideas. Yes. Yazoo laughs. Yeah, I know. You're an adult now. I get it. I'll try to keep it to myself. Jinso looks at the clock on the wall. He gets up and puts on his hat. Where are you going, man? Yeah. Jinso grins. Where? I just got an arrest warrant approved for Junichi Okura. Ah, of course. He hates that man too. He's like the arch nemesis. I can't believe my ears. What did he do? For what? Yeah. Attempted murder of former detective Yasuhiro Arai. Oh, wow. Yes. That's coming to bite him in the ass. I'm not letting him get away with this. It feels odd to hear because the Okura twins ultimately helped us, right? And I really like his other twin. But I suppose that they are in fact on the wrong side of the law. Well, at least one of them is. Well, good luck with that. And let me know if you need any help. I've got my own problems with that punk. Jinso nods. Yeah, he broke your ribs. We say our goodbyes and leave Yazoo and Jinso as they begin to discuss their own plans for tonight. Alright. When we get outside, I sigh, drawing Takumi's attention to myself. Disappointed about Shizuka? Well, kind of, yeah. Yeah. Well, who wouldn't be after all you went through? Who wouldn't be after all you went through to find her? I'd at least like to know more about that artifact, though. I kind of want to know if she's really as bad as she seems to be right now. Nah, she's not. I think I know someone who might know a lot about that. Oh, really? I've been thinking to go talk to him anyway. Who? Professor Okura. Yes, let's go to Hagiwara. Yay, we're gonna go visit him. When we arrive in Professor Okura's classroom, we see Jun sitting on his brother's desk, throwing a tennis ball at a wall. Girl, you're about to get arrested. What are you doing here? Naoki, however, appears to be intently working. Jun glances at us as Takumi and I walk in. He catches the ball and pauses briefly to watch us. What? Oh. For a moment, I think that he might say something, but he turns away instead. Aw, why? But then he goes right back to playing around with the tennis ball. Takumi throws a silent glare at Jun, who doesn't seem to be paying any attention to us. Naoki looks up at us and then down again. What do you want? We want to ask you a question. And why should I answer? Of course, because my brother finally solved the Yoru disappearances case and told us about Sorcerer Shizuka's connection to the Mafia. Yes. Surely you're interested in knowing how everything turned out? Ooh, gotcha. That's one way to get to Naoki, is that you get some dirt, you got some tea to spill, and he's all about that tea. Naoki keeps typing on his laptop before finally stopping and sighing. You've learned my weakness, it seems. Yes. Fine, what do you want to know? Only one question. I pause. Do I want to know about the item that Shizuka wanted? Do I want to know about the item that Shizuka wanted or the item that Azucena wanted? I would think I mull over the choices in my mind, but eventually my curiosity about what caused the death of so many overcomes everything. Do you know anything about Arun Anima? Naoki looks at me. I know as much as is known about it, yes. Can you tell me what was so scary about it? Scary. I suppose I might know why. The Arum Anima was powered by death magic. Well, yes. As you well know, death magic is powered by souls. Yes, and the Arum Anima is an artifact with the power to imbue its users with strength and vitality. Ooh, okay. When powered by enough souls, it could make an ordinary human as powerful as a skilled demigod. Wow. That's an intense power-up. Jesus. I'm sure you can infer the rest. I see. So as Asina was planning to kill many people just so her lover could survive. Yeah, I was gonna say too. I was like, oh, is that why she went around killing so many people anyways, just cause? But like, it killed two birds with one stone in a sense, but then at the same time, it's like, she didn't even get the item in the end anyways. So it's all for naught. If that's all, then I want my payment. Tell me what you know, Arai. Takumi explains everything Yasu told us, now he just listens quietly and ends with a nod. Then Taku looks at Jun smugly. Oh, and I heard something about a warrant for your arrest, so have fun with that. Jun snorts. Better men have tried, but no one's caught me in 300 years. So they can try all they want. I've been bored lately, so it'll be fun to see them try. I'm not letting Jun get arrested, so there's no fun to be had. Ah, if that's all, please go. You're disturbing my work even more than Jun is. Rude. Come on, Hana. I love those two, actually. I give the twins a little nod and Takumi and I leave the classroom. Like, he cares so much for his little bro. I don't even know who's the older twin, but anyways, whatever. I have a feeling that Jun might be the younger one. He just seems like it. Finally done with our visits, we walk outside into the cold winter air. Oh, it's night already? I didn't think we were in there that long. I turn to Takumi. So what now? Oh, my surprise! What about my surprise? Is it time for my surprise, right? Takumi squints at the sky. It is. Is it though? Is it though? I don't know. Maybe it's not dark enough. What do you mean? Takumi, it's pitch black out and you can see the stars. Yeah, but maybe the moon isn't bright enough yet, you know? What do you mean, Takumi? Taku laughs. Alright, let's go. But first, we need to get you dressed. What? What do you mean? Dressed? In what? Just come on. What? Takumi ends up dragging me off to his friend's shop, the same one he took me before our first mission together. After that, we head to our next destination. Whoa! Ooh, so fancy! But I think we've been here before, right? With our dad. After buying a fancy dress for me and not taking a no for an answer when I said I could buy it myself, Takumi brought me to an upscale restaurant. I recognize the place immediately, although I've only been here in the daytime with my father before. Yes. The waiter sits us down at a table near the window overlooking the city. The atmosphere really changes at night here. Everything feels so different. Ooh, look at you, all spiffy. Oh, I glance up at Takumi over my menu as a little smile plays on my lips. Although maybe it's because I'm here with Takumi this time. Forgetting my menu entirely, I look at the man in front of me, hardly recognizing him looking so formal, right? I fight the urge to giggle. Who knew he cleans up so well, right? Takumi looks up and our eyes meet. Merry Christmas. Aw, thank you. Aw, and our little hair pieces are like snowflakes. That's so cute. This date is my gift to you. Oh, you're so romantic. Really? Thank you. And Merry Christmas to you too. I'm sorry I didn't get you a gift. Honestly, I completely forgot about the holiday this year. What song is this? This sounds like a James Bond song. I'm sorry, I'm like... It must be a Christmas song, but like, I just don't recognize it and it's just slowed down and it sounds like something out of James Bond. But anyways, it's fitting. It's fitting. But aren't you my gift? Shut up! You look beautiful, really sexy. Thank you. I feel a blush rise in my cheeks. Thank you. You look really good too. Do I? Tell me more. Shut. I'm gonna throw this menu in your face. Shut up. I laugh lightly. Taku, stop. Stop. If I must, milady. Oh my god. Though I could go on about your beauty forever, I'm sure you can. I smile back at him. That's nice, but I'd rather you tell me whatever it is you said you wanted to talk about. Oh, you wanted to talk to me about something? That, right, okay. I grin at him, mischief playing in my eyes. Going to propose to me? Are you? No, I mean, not that I don't want to. Oh, not now. I don't remember me being embarrassed so easily with Takumi, but I find myself once again flustered. But you said it so yourself, girl. It was just, I mean, what is it then? What is it then, yeah. I want to talk to you about a partnership. what? A partnership? Aren't we already partners? Yeah, aren't we already partners? Yes, but this is sort of making it official. Oh, okay. In a totally not marriage way. Uh-huh. Then, like a business. Purely business? Yes, I want to make you an official part of Shirogane investigations. Ah! I mean, we'll probably have to start calling it something different. Arai investigations wouldn't work either though. Yes, because we already had that. Takumi lowers his voice to a mumble. Unless, you know, you did marry me or something. Maybe in the future, maybe later. My eyes grow wide in surprise. Ah, really? Takumi, you mean it? Yes. I mean about the job. God. Of course. I mean, I trust you and I love you. Ah, you're cute. So why not? Yes, why not? Smiling, I reply without needing even a second to think. Yeah. Smiling, I reply without needing even a second to think. Then of course I will. As long as you aren't sticking me on as long as you're not sticking me on desk work or something, yes. Of course not, but are you sure? Yes. I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got nothing going on with me now that everything's over. I nod. I've been thinking about my future, and I think just taking over my dad's place as CEO would get stale for me. I grin at Takumi. I've gotten used to an exciting life with you. Yes, I can make it a lot more exciting, you know, if you come home with me tonight. I hate this. Shut up! You're so greasy. Ugh. Oh. Smirking, I tilt my head at his invitation. Well, if you insist. I mean, you know, I got nothing going on tonight. Takumi picks up his wine glass and holds it to mine. To a new future together as partners and lovers, yes. I clink my glass against Takumi's, but instead of drinking, I lean over and kiss him instead. Smooch! He looks so surprised but happy when I pull back. Thank you for relying on me and letting me rely on you. Yes, I love you, Takumi. You idiot. You know I feel the same. Yes, always and forever, Hana. Aww. You cheese ball. Since Takumi woke up, I'm glad I rejected the destiny Hikaru tried to force on me that day. Yes, because I didn't take the path someone else had set for me, I discovered a side of myself I never knew. And because of that, I was able to meet Takumi again and discover a new kind of love with him. My light that will always guide my way through the darkness of the night. Ah, so sweet. Anyways, there you go. Oh, I like Mystic Ending. Mystic Ending is cute. We got our loose ends tied up, and I was like, that was kind of like the thing I was gonna mention in my like overall thoughts at the end. But like, I'll get to it anyways. But anyways, yeah, I was like, I'm glad that we got our loose ends tied for the most part, like most of our loose ends tied. And then we had a little bit of a, you know, flirt game going on here with Takumi, and it was really cute. I like that. I like that. Anyway, so let's move on ahead and get our dark end. We got lots and lots of time to spare, so it's all good. So we're gonna do this one more time, and I feel like it might go the same way. Just again, like how the whole two of the options of answers are already like, they're already like destined to like be bad endings when you choose the wrong answer anyway. So yeah, let's just go. Let's just do it. Once again, let's go. Okay, here we are. We are in chapter 2, I think. 2? Yes. No, wait. No, 3. Yeah, we're in chapter 3. He just tossed us on a rooftop and he did a little barrel roll and he was asking us if he was cool or not. And I don't know if I did this because I might have done it in chapter 3 in terms of like the whole beginning episodes for Takumi, where before I bought his like full route. So I don't know if I did any of these answers, but if it goes through like on my skip, then I already have. So you guys can like refer back to like again the first episode, the first 3 chapters I did video for Takumi, because I think I included the rest, like some of my other different choices that I wanted to see in there, and this might be included in that. So anyways, whatever, the guide says to say not at all. I didn't notice, not at all. What? Not even a little? I think we did this. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's skip. Oh wait, nope. Okay, never mind. Maybe we didn't. Huh, nope. Then I gotta try harder next time. Okay. Wait, what? I'll prove to you how cool I am. Okay. Takumi moves away and pulls the sleeve back, revealing a black and yellow sports watch. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it's alright, Takumi. You're cool. Don't don't hurt yourself over it, okay? Okay, we are in chapter 4, you guys, and this is the part where Takumi filled Aurelia in on what happened with the whole cottage house and meeting Azucena and shit, and then afterwards, I think, I don't know, we did something, and then he was like, I'm gonna go to bed because, you know, I don't like sleeping on the couch anymore, so bye. And then Aurelia was just saying how, like, he's not very gentlemanly, is he? And then we were just like, last time we said that's what I like about him though, because, you know, he's straight up and honest with me. But this time the guy was like, he could have just told me. Yes. He could have, yes. But would that make you any happier about getting kicked out now? No. Well, no, but I trail off and Aurelia cruelly lets me fizzle out all on my own. Don't worry, he probably just wanted to smell your scent or something weird. That's not creepy at all. Are you serious? Nah, Aurelia laughs. How should I know? It's a definite possibility anyway. That kid is weird. Yes, he is. I sigh, suddenly hoping that no such scent sniffing is going on in my room right now. Because that would be really creepy. Like, I love you, Takumi, and you're weird, and you're greasy, you're a grease ball and stuff like that, but no scent smelling, please. That's a little weird. Well, I'll be gone on a trip with Pax for a few days, so you can have my bed if you want. Okay, there we go. Now we can skip on ahead. Okay, chapter 5. We're in our little poolside date with Takumi, and he told us about how he got into the business, and it was a really, like, you know, sensitive moment for him, and, you know, he's gone through a lot of shit. So we're gonna try to comfort him, but no, instead of giving his hand a squeeze, we gotta say look away and do nothing. Well, it's better than, removing his hand entirely. So yes. So I'm surprised at the action, but unsure what to do, or if I want to do anything at all. Alright, I can't bring myself to look at Takumi's face as my own heats up in response. I attempt to bring my quickening heartbeat under control with logic. What is this? It's just Taku. Well, not just Taku. After a moment, Taku sighs and pulls his hand away, putting it into his lap. Yes, okay, there we go. Now we can go skip on ahead, and yeah. Okay, chapter 6, where we break into the Silver Dog's little meeting place, and then, you know, Takumi looks like he's about to just, you know, kill the leader, when the leader was like, hey, I ain't gonna tell you anything until you let me go. So we were like really nervous. We were like, oh my god, is he actually going to kill him? And then we weren't sure whether or not we should say something or we should just let him do his own thing. But anyways, the guy says instead of to trust him and say nothing like we had, we're going to say, Taku, stop. Stop that. Taku, stop. You stop that, please. Don't do it. Takumi doesn't even look at me as he begins to speak. Let me handle the negotiations, partner. Yes. His voice sounds friendly enough, but something about the way he says partner makes me realize I might be overstepping my bounds. Yes. Ooh, okay, it leads to a second option here, but the guide already is prepared for that. So the guide says to insist on making him stop instead of listen to him and step off. So we're gonna push it. Takumi, are you going to commit murder here? Takumi finally looks at me, a dangerous glint in his eyes. When he speaks to me, it's in a sickly sweet voice. Would you like to give it a try instead then? Oh, since you so clearly think of me as a murderer. Oh no! Takumi's voice cracks on the word murderer, and I step back from the crazed look in his eyes. Yeah, the crazed look in his eyes. I'm too stunned to say anything else, and so Takumi turns back around to face Sunio. Takumi, what's wrong with you? Fine, fuck you, man. Oh my god, like, this is some tension going on. Damn, like, shit. I knew it was right for him to, like, do his own thing, because, you know, again, we only just kind of came into the situation, and so he already knows what the hell he's doing after doing it for so long. So we're like, yeah, I think you got this. I trust you. So anyways, let's skip on ahead. Okay, here we are. This is the last choice that we're going to be here, because the next two choices are the ones that would lead indefinitely to a bad ending. So this is where we are, chapter 7, and it's basically, again, they're like squaring each other up, and we're like, what the hell is going on? We need to get down to business. So instead of letting Takumi ask, or even asking about Yasuhiro's last case, we're gonna ask about Jinso and Yasu's partnership this time. Anyways, it's the last of the answers we didn't do anyway, so yeah, might as well. It finishes off quite nicely. So what exactly was the nature of the partnership between you and Yasuhiro? What kind of partners were you? We were opposites. There were always a lot of disagreements since he was so hot-headed. Reminds me of somebody here in this room. But we worked well together, at least up until the last case. Yes. Jinso sighs. Yasuhiro, yes. Jinso looks away for a moment but he doesn't say anything. Yeah. Yes, okay, there we go. And we can skip on ahead. We can go right up to chapter 14 and the final chapter, and we can do our dark end. Let's go. There we go. We are here in the dark end. Yeah. So yes, let's go on and see where the hell this ends up being. Dark end. So I'm curled up next to the large glass window in Aurelia's living room. No one's home except for me. Okay. Even though there's a couch right there, for some reason I just wanted to be close to the glass. Okay, wanted to see each raindrop smear and run down. To hear the distant thunder as clear as possible. It's in this sort of mood that I sit on the pillow, curled up in my socks with the new year just around the corner. Oh, okay, so Christmas again. Ish. Sort of, no. December 30th, 31st. Bleh, yes. I don't think Aurelia is going to be back a few more days at least. Yeah. Her friend, Pax, whom I've met once by now, dragged her off on some adventure. A pretty important one, I'm guessing, for her to have been gone 3 days already. Pax was a beautiful woman with a striking yet calm presence that you couldn't ignore. She'd look like a pirate queen through and through, but seemed like a good-natured woman. Except she has a penchant for getting into a lot of trouble. With her curves and beauty, she was the sort men admired from afar, right? Yes. I sighed, closing the death magic book I had been reading. Could I ever be such a woman? Yeah, to someone you are. Yes, to Takumi particularly. Yes. I realize that I'm just distracting myself from my problems. I look out the window at the lit cityscape, dimly shining its light through the rain. Yeah. The truth is, there are many things I don't know. Yes, things I may never know, and that bothers me to no end. Like what? Everyone had told me to stop using death magic. Yes. What it had done to my soul, how much damage and corruption I have suffered, no one knew. Naoki, Professor Kazuma, Shinji, I talked to everyone I could about it in the past 2 weeks, and still no one had a solid answer. Ah, right. Do the shadows ever go away? I had asked Shinji again, hoping that he might have a different answer this time. Something more solid, more comforting. No, he didn't even seem to mind that I was asking him that again. Instead, he just offered me a kind yet somehow sad smile. Sometimes. Once you stop using death magic as much, it fades a little. For the most part, anyway. There are good days and bad days. Yes, good places and bad places. You just get used to it, just like life. Ah. It wasn't the answer I wanted to hear, but I had indeed gotten used to seeing things, hearing things. Maybe it's a bad thing, but I am able to ignore them, and I don't get pestered for help like Shinji does. Yeah. I know what I did was reckless and short-sighted. I know I did it out of some suicidal desire to find Shizuka, or else spend my soul as currency until I was broke. I just didn't expect to want to live. And yet, here you are. I exhale and lean against the cold glass. I can't help but think of Takumi. He's never far from my mind now. Unexpectedly, he's become my new world, my everything. I want to stay by his side as long as possible, but who knows how long that'll be. I guess it's the same as I was before I became immortal, only that I don't know if I can die like a regular human now. Only that I don't know if things will get worse and I'll have other side effects. Yeah. Or if I'll simply lose my mind one day. But again, I guess it's not so different from other people's life stories. I'll just try to enjoy the present as much as possible, right? No use worrying about the future that you don't even know about. But still, I worry about Takumi more than me. Alright, the front door opens and a wet Takumi charges in, taking off his boots at the door. I watch him, my heart squeezing in an uncomfortable yet somehow enjoyable way. He pulls off his hood, revealing his wet hair. He begins to strip before he notices me and blushes. Oh, Hana. Yeah, you were so quiet. Yeah, I didn't know you were out here. Thought you'd be asleep. No, as if I can sleep at nights much more. Yeah, as if I can sleep at nights much anymore. You should take off those wet clothes, though. You're gonna catch a cold. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Shut up! I'm just trying to be considerate and concerning here, and you're just... Ugh. I might. You could try and see. Nah, I'm good. I only got a little damp, and it's cold in here anyway. I'll go change in a minute. Okay. Takumi walks over to me and sits down across from me on the floor next to the windows. Next to the window, yeah. What you doing? Just, nighttime watching and then thinking about my life. The meaning of life. Just feeling kind of emo. Yes, very emo. It's probably the rain. Yeah, rain can have that effect when you're inside. It's a pain in the ass to work in, though. Yeah, I can imagine. Weren't you just going to have a drink? I was, yes. It's a long story, though, and it's a long story, though, and it was over quickly, so I just want to relax with you. Aww. Takumi stretches, then turns his back towards me before putting his head in my lap. Aww. Not gonna lie, this is something I've always dreamed of doing. Can't believe it's really real now. I wake up every morning excited to greet the day now. It's unreal. I smile and place my hand on Takumi's hair. What were you thinking about? Just my life. Just stuff. I didn't say any more, and Takumi doesn't push me as I stroke his damp, soft hair. Yeah. I look out the window instead of at him as I begin to speak again. Hey Taku, that day I was shot. Where did you go? What did you do? Well, I'm sure he was feeling extremely angsty at that moment. What happened that day? What happened that you ended up with Azucena? Right, we didn't exactly figure that out, but we didn't exactly get that answer either. We just found him, and he's just, fighting her and looking like he got the shit beaten out of him. Takumi sighs. It's a long story. Well, I'm here. We got nothing else to do, so tell me. I'll tell you all of it someday, but I was pissed. No, pissed doesn't even begin to describe it. I was furious at myself and Azucena at what she did. I knew I had to get revenge. I knew I had to end it. So I prepared and went to find Azucena. Oh. I didn't care about covering my tracks, or even if I died right then. When I met Azucena, though, she easily beat me. Yeah, of course. But as I lay there, beaten and bleeding, she offered me a chance to really fight her. To become more than I am. Alright, yeah, so you... I agreed. She told Jun she'd let him go if he transformed me. I don't know why she did it, probably for her own sick amusement. Right. I figured something like that would have happened, because Jun was there. I begged him myself to make me into a vampire. And you know the rest. Yes. It was messy. I still don't know how I feel about what you did, but believe me, I am grateful for what you've done for me. Yeah. A heavy silence falls between us, and I feel, not for the first time, guilt about changing Takumi back into a human. Takumi, who relied on drugs and anything he could get to be able to compete beyond his limits. And have you stopped smoking, at least? Using magical drugs, at least? Just like every once in a while, like when you really, 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 really need it. Like not on a small fry, but just like when you really need it. I feel Takumi stiffen in my lap, but I don't look down at him. I'm trying to cut back, yes. Okay, good enough. Cut back, huh. It's not so easy to just stop. Yeah, of course not. Like, some of them have physically addictive properties, while some have mental ones. And besides, I still need to keep my edge if this is going to be a full-time gig. Don't they have side effects on humans, though? Of course they do. I still don't look at him. They might. They might. Not like they might, they do. But the damage is already done, right? Yeah, you've been doing this for how long? Even before I came into the picture. I finally look down at Takumi and glare. How can you say that so carelessly? And besides that, that's no excuse to do even more harm. You need to find another way, or I can't. Takumi reaches up and places a hand on my cheek. I'll find another way, somehow. Aw, if you'll help me. Of course! I don't want to lose you. Nothing is worth that. Aw. I smile gently down at him and touch his hand with my own. Thank you, Takumi. And what about you? What about me? Have you stopped using death magic? Yes, I have. I'm trying to learn how to use my magic properly. Yes. I'm going to start taking some classes at Hagiwara after the semester begins again. That's good. Yes. And what about Shizuka? Have you given up looking for her? I hesitate. I was looking for her because I was angry. Because I wanted to get her to take back her because I wanted to get her to take her powers back. Yes. But now I can use them to protect you. And who knows what would happen to me now if she did. And who knows what would happen to me now if she did take her immortality back. but I still do want answers. I want to know what kind of person she was, what her past was. Well, we already know it, but Hannah does, not in this timeline. If she ever loved me or Dad at all. No, she did it all for your dad, girl, so don't you worry. And for Dad's sake, I want to bring her back. I feel like I can't move on until I see her again. Then I'll keep my promise to you. I'll help you find her, Hana. Yes. I smiled down at Takumi and leaned down to kiss him in my lap. That's a long... oh gosh. That's a strain on your back. It's a soft, gentle, but deep kiss. As I'm pulling back, Takumi whispers, Happy New Year, and when I look down at him in confusion, points to his watch. I smile again. Happy New Year. After that, we stayed like that for a while, just listening to the rain outside and being comforted by each other's presence. It's so peaceful that I find myself almost falling asleep against the window until I hear Takumi's voice. I open my eyes to see Takumi's face in front of mine, grinning at me. What, you want to go to bed? Sure. Or we could celebrate the New Year instead. Oh, first sex of the New Year? No, girl! I'm like falling asleep here. Takumi laughs and puts his arms around my back and under my legs. He easily scoops me off the floor. No worries, you can decide when we get there. Yes. Alright. It's in moments like these that I realize I no longer fear the night, as it has become a comfort and old friend to me. And an old friend to me, yeah. And it's in this way that we quietly spend our first New Year together, the rain washing the old year away. Though the shadows of the past are close behind, I can see that a clear future full of possibilities are ahead of us. The stars in the night. Oh. Anyways, that was cute. Still got a little bit of a cheese ball in him, a little greasy there. But anyways, that's what Takumi's all about. Anyways, hey, so that's our dark end, and thus leaves our final bad end that we can get for him. So, according to the guide, I already got 2 of the 3 endings that he has, and you guys already saw that. So the first one, I'll give you the names of it anyway. So Distrust and Death was basically us doing the spell, the memory spell, rather than letting Naoki do his little potion thing. That was that. Bad ending number 2 was the one where we failed to revive Yasuhiro because we went to investigate the little familiar magic thing, and it's called Failed Salvation. And so the last one, I wonder, what is the last one? Where? Anyways, whatever. We're just gonna do this again. Gonna go through this really quickly, and there are some other not bad answers, but other like answers that we haven't gone through yet, so I'll just include those in there, and then yeah, we can just see how it ends. So let's go. Here we are, so chapter 2, the very midst of the beginnings of it, and the first choice that we have to take in order to get this bad ending is basically do what we haven't done already, which is basically not trust him when he just shot that little grappling thing and was like, hold on, and we're like, where are we going? So yeah, we're gonna say we're not gonna trust him. No way. Why on earth should I do that? He could have changed since we've been apart. Well, he has changed. He could be some kind of pervert. No. Not in that change sense, like he's just more jaded. While I go through a variety of emotions, Takumi removes a tiny white bag from somewhere within his clothes. Okay, a tiny black gem catches my eye, it immediately stands out against the white material of the bag. Okay, I think we can skip this because that's his little grapple thing, and that's what he'll just shoot it, and like James Bond. Okay, so here we are in chapter 4. This is where we got back from the cottage, and we were super exhausted, and Takumi's on the couch and he was teasing us if we wanted to join him or not. Here we're gonna say the last of the 3 answers that we haven't done, which is cooties in your dreams, little bro. Oh, Takumi only sighs heavily in response, and I feel a tad guilty, but I shrug it off. That's like an immediate friend zone right there. She just called him little bro. As I turn around to go to bed, I realize that Takumi might have an actual reason for teasing me like that. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't have time for anything other than searching for Shizuka right now. Okay, there we go. We can skip on ahead. Here we are, still chapter 4. This is our next option that we have to make. This is when he takes the bed after spending the night on the couch, and Aurelia's just joking and was like, yeah, what a gentleman he is. And, like, he took the bed from you. And, like, I'm surprised he even gave you the bed. So, yeah, we're gonna say, the last of the answers is, what a jerk. What a jerk face. He's your jerk, though. Yes, he is. No, not my jerk, not my anything. I mean, he's that way all on his own. Of course, got it. Not yours at all in any way. Even though he's your childhood friend and helping you. Aw, I groan. I can tell that there's no winning with Aurelia. That's true enough. Yeah. Well, I'll be gone. Okay, there we go. Man, she's really hardcore friend-zoning him in this route. I can see why this is gonna be a bad ending. Okay, here we are, chapter 6, where we broke into the Silver Dog's hideout, and you know, Takumi's being a little kind of scary. He's kind of making us nervous, and you know, whether or not he's planning on either killing this dude or just bluffing. But anyways, regardless, we're gonna do the last of the answers that we haven't done thus far, in which, in this situation, we're gonna ask him, what are you doing? What are you doing? Negotiating. Yes. Well, don't get carried away. Yeah, never. Okay. The sarcastic tone in his voice isn't lost on me, but I'm not sure what else I can do. Besides, I think I might have annoyed him. Yes. Takumi just keeps staring at Sunio in front of him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the last choice that we're going to make. The rest of the other choices are going to be normal, like normal quote unquote, or some of the things that we've already done anyways. So the next one is being when we talk to Jinso, we would ask about Yasuhito's last case, which I've already done in my first run. And then the next other choices that we have left are the ones that with the indefinite bad ending. So we're gonna go on ahead, and the guide, I guess the skip will stop me because apparently this bad ending is supposed to take place in chapter 13. So let's see, maybe, I don't know, if it's chapter 13, maybe I have a funny feeling by the title of the bad ending that maybe Takumi actually does end up dying. So let's see. Let's just see if I'm proven right. There we go! We are in the midst of chapter 13, and this is the point where Takumi, supposedly he was knocked down or shot down by Azucena, and suddenly he gets back up, he, you know, takes us off of Azucena's hands, and now he's going at it. I think this is the point where we're trying to convince him to not kill her and to, like, you know, deal justice to her, rightfully to her, kind of thing. And I guess we failed on that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Takumi continues to struggle against Azucena before suddenly letting out an inhuman roar and plunges the dagger into her chest. There we go, yes. I gasp as Azucena stumbles backward and falls unceremoniously, dropping her gun. Takumi, yes. Yazu, Jinso, Aurelia, and the twins surround a now weaponless Azucena. Okay, so she got stabbed. A puddle of blood starts to slowly form around her limp body. Okay, fucking finally someone killed that bitch. Okay. Alright, normally I'd agree with you, but under the circumstances, I'm glad she's not dead yet. Look. What? Okay, yeah, it's true. Her face is turned to the side and her eyes slowly open. Azucena stares at nothing but as the rain falls around us. She doesn't even try to hold her wound out of pain or to stop the bleeding. She doesn't move at all, just lies there in defeat. Yes, Azucena's quiet voice is just barely heard over the sound of rainfall. All I ever wanted, yes, was to be sure that my love could stay by my side. Jinso is the one to quietly respond. Do you mean Kenzo? Yes. But Azucena doesn't respond directly. She continues to stare at nothing as she mumbles. Yes, go on. My love, yes. Was that why you conspired with the sorceress? Azucena gives the faintest nod. An artifact, that's all I want. An artifact, that's all it would have taken to be together forever. Why did the Chronos have to be worthless? Despite what he's done, I run to Takumi as he suddenly collapses to the ground, panting and in obvious pain. Azucena's eyes fall onto me. I barely pay her any mind as I desperately hold Takumi. He struggles in my arms, his breathing labored, groaning and sweating as the transformation progresses. Yeah. Do you know the kind of hell that awaits you? I look at Azucena. The void would be a comfort compared to the desolate wasteland that your life will become when love leaves you. And with eternity facing you, he will leave your side one day. Maybe now. Maybe right at this moment. Azucena whispers, the tears run down her face and mix with the rain. Don't you understand? How we're the same. Our long lifespans and human lovers, we'd do anything to prevent living on past them. Her words have some twinge of truth to them. I can relate. I can feel some smidgen of sympathy for her now that I know her motivations, but you're right, I do understand more than anyone now. But your actions are unforgivable. If you live only for yourself, using, abusing, and trampling those around you, the universe will pass judgment on you. One day, it always comes to bear. Azucena only closes her eyes at my words and starts to silently sob. Yes. Next to Azucena, I see Aurelia look disturbed at my words, but I don't have time to think about why. All I ever wanted was to be with Kenzo. Okay, my love, the only one who would stay at my side. I wanted to be by his side forever. Be by his side at death. Azucena chokes on something like a laugh, blood coming out instead. Instead, I'll be the one to die first. To die alone. In between crying, she whispers, I wanted to see you. One last time, my love. Alright, yes, we gotta deal with this one. Unable to take it anymore, Takumi suddenly yells out and completely collapses into my arms. I look down and then turn to Naoki. Can you stop the transformation? Nope. That's impossible. You either transform or you die. Even Detective Yasuhiro eventually turned after being in stasis for years. Stasis. I still don't know how to pronounce that. With Arai's injuries, I would be surprised if he even made it through the transformation alive. I look down at Taku's pained face and bury my face in his neck. Why? You don't need to change. You didn't need to change. You could have relied on us. Why didn't you rely on us? I gasp when Takumi's eyes flutter open. He struggles to reach out and touch my hair. Hey! Because I love all of you guys. I didn't want you to get hurt because of me. Well, you didn't do a good job at it. I'm hurt now. I'm still hurting. Especially you. You are so precious to me. I wanted to protect you, I think he's gonna die here, to be the best I could for you. Takumi's eyes slowly close. Feeling completely useless and frustrated, all of my feelings come pouring out as I look at Takumi. Why don't you understand? I don't want you to be anything more than you. You're amazing just the way you are, without even having to do any of the things you train so hard to do. But that makes you 100 times more amazing anyway. Do you not already see how unbelievable you are, how far you've come, and all the incredible things you've already done? You're an idiot for not realizing how wonderful you are. But I love you. I fell in love with you for who you already are and nothing more. Aurelia reaches out to check Takumi's pulse in his neck, and I move just a little to give her access. It's faint, my senses aren't developed enough to see souls, but at that moment I see. I see Takumi's soul start to flicker like a candle in the wind. Desperate for some confirmation that I'm just seeing things, I turn to look at Yazu, but I see his own eyes filling with tears. No. I look at Aurelia and she just shakes her head. No one will meet my eyes. I look back down at Takumi's face and see that it's relaxed. He looks so peaceful. No. His soul flickers out like a lighter before my eyes. Yep. There he goes. There he goes. It's been weeks since I last saw your smile. This is when he's actually dead, not this whole, thing where he's just in stasis. I brought some flowers to take to you. Naoki told me they mean acceptance. Accepting all the things that have happened would be a relief. I'd like to pretend this never happened, that I could turn around and see you standing there. But that can't happen. This too shall pass, they say. Time heals all wounds, they say. But when? In reality, there is no time. It's only in your head. Time winds at the pace you deem it should. Truth can be heavier than any individual sadness. It's something you can't escape. You lived in such a way as to have lived every moment in it, as to have lived every moment to its fullest. Being with you made me able to live my life that way as well. That's what I said at the memorial. Yes. A beautiful life gone for no real reason. It's those kinds of losses that are most painful. Naoki told me there's a possibility that I may be able to die now, with all of my soul that I've misused. Yes. I'll keep trying until that day comes. I have no desire to live in a world without you. And there's always the chance that I might be able to see you again this way. If I do, I'll be able to say I'm sorry. I'll be able to say the things I should have told you back then. Until then, I'll cherish the days we had together as children and as adults. Until then, the memory of your smile will be the only stars that shine for me and the only thing left in my light. And the only thing left to light my way. Hey, there we go. Welcome to the pain train. I can understand the pain train. Damn. A literal ending is the pain train. Oh my gosh. Anyways, there we go. did I get any? Oh yeah, we did get a CG. I was like, I was missing 2 CGs in Takumi's route, but we got the one from Mystic End, and I think that's all that's left is the epilogue. So yeah, there we go. Oh my god, you guys, we got all of his endings. Like, yay! I think Mystic and Passionate might be my favorite end, just cause like it's full of, like, fluffy moments, and like finally in Passionate End they confess to each other, like, officially, like, yeah, I'm in love with you, as if it's not obvious already. So yeah, and then yeah, it's like, okay. Anyways, yeah, so again, I'm gonna hold off on my final thoughts on Takumi's route as a whole. I'll say it after I'm done the epilogue, but for now I will leave it here, you guys. In the next episode we'll do his epilogue, and then then I'll give you my final thoughts. But yeah, until then, this has been his ending, this Takumi's endings episode. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for his epilogue. But until then, bye.